guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Landon, and we are here with my curly cues today. We are here today to continue on with BU. At this point, you should have seen I have reacted to Wings. And bitch, I won't lie, this is just the next day after, so I've only gotten a chance to really go back and re-listen one time all the way through, but chef frickin' kiss. Frickin' chef kiss, because it was so good. Y'all were right. Remember when y'all thought you were overhyping me? Joke's on y'all. Y'all didn't. But no, today we are here to watch the Blood, Sweat, and Tears music video, the next step after the Wings short films in the BU storyline analysis. Now, we do need to talk before, so I will have timestamps down here. If you don't want to hear all of this, please feel free to click to the Blood, Sweat, and Tears music video, wherever it may be, but your boy bought a book this last week. Breakdown. I watched the short films and my moderator in my Discord, Diz, sent me a message and was like, hey, I know you're probably not going to Google things because you don't want to get spoilers, but look, I want to send you this. And she sent me a link to Demian Wikipedia, the book that a lot of the references, Abraxas, things like that come from in the Wings short film. So my ass was like, oh, interesting, great to know, good to know. Thanks. So, I got it. And if you saw my Wings video, I said I read this bitch. Cover to cover, took notes, little simple things. But what I did was, I went and read the entire thing, and every single line that I underlined, I wrote it in a Word document. Just so I could have all of these quotes and everything referenced ready. Then, after I read this entire book, I went back and I rewatched all the short films, and I made a whole new list of notes and connections and possibilities and things that I missed in the Wings short film. So what I want to do here is to go over a few of these before we get to the Blood, Sweat, and Tears music video, so y'all can see where I'm updated at and y'all can see what I'll be looking for, because there's some different things I'll be looking for now. So like I said, I grabbed all the different quotes from the short films and I found them all in the book, and I went through and recorded a lot of the quotes that I really liked in there that may help in some ways. But after watching the Wings short films, that's what I really want to get to. We need to talk about Demian. Have you read Demian? If you have not read Demian, you should read it, even outside of the storyline, because damn bitch, who knew that a book from the 1920s was so relatable? We all need to hear this. This is a story of youth and growing up, and I loved it. Little Emil Sinclair over here. I ship Max Demian and you. It's fine. Okay? That's not weird because you love us. Oh, let me just say this. Spoilers ahead if you do want to read it. So keep that in mind. Let's walk through each of the short films really quickly and talk about what I noticed in each one. So we'll start with Begin. JK Jungkook over here. So he is dreaming. A lot of the plot of the book here is dreaming and seeing a figure that is unknown, and we spend the entirety of the book trying to figure out exactly who this figure is. We can see different features of people that we know, or Emil knows, in the dream that he sees and then draws into a picture. So in this, I had this thought that, okay, Max Demian has a lot of these visions. He gets absorbed into these thoughts and these, I guess, desires, whatever you want to say, but he can also kind of prophesize the future. And to me, JK over here seeing a burning piano, I was like, damn, is that a prophecy? Is that like a prediction because Suga's piano burns? There's a lot more imagery of the bird, which I now know is the bird hatching out of the shell. One of the quotes I found that's not actually in the short film, but it's in the book. It says, I was more sure of myself until my yellow bird pushed his beautiful bird of prey crest through the ruins of the world shell. So to me, it's like an analogy of somebody growing up and then turning from a child to an adult in the same way as a bird would be hatched out of an egg. And so I kind of see that as that is his own personal little bird here. This is all the bird references we're getting. The picture that JK draws also is a distorted picture. Couldn't really tell who it was, and that makes sense now that I've read the book, that he could not really tell who it was from the jump start. But one of the scenes in the book is also, he goes to sleep and wakes up one morning and the picture has been drenched by the rain and it kind of like crumpled up, and when the rain hit the picture, the face changed shape. And so that was another thing that happened too in this short film, is that whenever the rain got on it, it started dripping tears and the face started changing up some. So I definitely saw the significance in that. Another one too is they have a symbology of JK birds flying over him, and another quote from the book is, a great bird was fighting its way out of the egg, and the egg was the world, and the world had to go to ruin. So it's like a foreshadowing for all the bad shit that's about to happen. So then JK gets a picture of a bird and puts it in an envelope to mail away, just exactly how Emil did when he tried to send his crest that he drew to Demian. And then the last scene of JK, it shows him growing wings, and it says in the book, our new faith, for which we have now chosen the name of Abraxas, is beautiful, my friend. It is the best we have, but it still needs nestling. Its wings have not yet grown. And so to me, that was like the Abraxas wings kind of being born, maybe. I don't know. There's a certain storyline things that I see more prevalent than Demian versus things that I can't find any relation to Demian with yet. It's making me wonder, is Demian a part of Wings or is Demian a part of the storyline and is just like playing a part of the youth? Because the storyline, if it keeps going, it can't always talk about youth. Right. So in Jimin's lie, we do see a card with Eva, which is obviously a representation of Mother Eve, Demian's mother, and Emil's romantic fantasy woman, I guess. Also, I know that Jimin talked about lie being about his insecurities and he was lying to himself, but if we wanted to relate it to Demian, it could also be a lie, caught in a lie, being a part of this herd mentality of people that are too afraid to think outside of the box. Just spitballing here. I do think definitely that JK and Suga are a pair. I do think that Jimin and J-Hope are a pair. And then in Jimin's, we start seeing the apple. The apple can represent sin. Just like in the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve, there's a lot of this apple and Jimin takes a bite of it. Okay. So then the next one is V, stigma. So V is trying to scrape the words Abraxas off the wall. He must be a part of the people that were trying to keep, that was in the quote above, the murderers, the people that defy Abraxas. He must not believe in the combination of good of evil, or he is refusing to accept it. So the fact that he was scratching Abraxas off felt like to me he was one of the people that was against the Abraxas movement. So then Tay also starts seeing images of his mother holding a child in his eye. Is he looking for Mother Eve? Is that what his journey is? Another thing that hit me in this next rewatch is Tay makes one phone call and RM is in the phone booth, so it's obvious that they were calling each other, or Tay was trying to call RM. After watching that again and hearing the phone ring and stuff, I'm like, how did I miss that? But they're a connection. I think that Tay and RM are a connection. Okay, another one. First Love, Suga's. By the way, I'm not giving y'all all these notes here. I'll put them up somewhere, but just this is the rundown. Suga's First Love. It really reminds me of Pistorius. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but the guy that Emil ran into that was obsessed with music. And the way that Emil talked about his music, how he was not professionally trained, but something about music and the emotion can take over his body. And that's what he loves. And that's what Pistorius has in his music. I relate a lot of that to Suga because it's the piano thing and like his love of music is so strong. So I never noticed also that in First Love there is some whistling, and I watched another subbed version of the Wings short films, and in there it said that Begin whistle was in the beginning of the thing, and it was the same whistle that came through in First Love. So that is another connection here. I'm getting the whistle. And a lot of the images of fire that come with Pistorius staring into the fire, seeing images in the ashes and the flames and the meditation they would do, just Suga staring at the fire. Like that's giving me those vibes. Okay, not much left. I can't believe we're still going. Reflection. So RM pulls the bird out of the envelope. So JK mailed the bird picture to RM. He loved the picture of the bird so much that he tatted it on his skin, which is also very symbolic of Mother Eve, who loved the picture so much when he saw that Emil sent it to Demian that she hung it in the foyer when they walked into the house. So maybe he is Mother Eve here? I don't know. Whenever Tay calls RM is not able to answer. Does this have anything to do with Emil not being able to get in touch with Demian for a while? And the word on the phone booth, y'all, is liar and not war. So, update. All right, the next biggest thing here is in Hobie's Mama short film. I did not realize that the doctor's pad was in English. So I paused it and I took all my notes here. So he is sleeping, he wakes up. The form says mood, anxious and irritable. Thought process, illogical, and the R word. Assessment is Munchausen syndrome, so his plan is a placebo. So Munchausen syndrome is when you believe that you're sick all the time. So the doctors are over here like he's not really sick, but just give him a placebo so he thinks that he feels better, which is a whole mind F, which is kind of like in the book too. So, and whenever he takes his pills, he sees the graffiti that Tay was drawing on in his mind, but it's also the symbol for Abraxas in there, which I'm like, oh. And so once again we see Hobie in this neon room, and one thing I didn't talk about in RM section 2 is when he turns color and everybody turns color, is that in the book they talk about how youth is ended. Youth ends with the loss of color. So when you start seeing things more so in black and white, it institutes more of an adulthood theme. So that's my question, is that why Wings was a black and white themed album? Because of loss of color. But it confuses me because they all gain color at the end of their things. So I don't know. And then so Hobie also sees this big beautiful portrait that Jimin was looking at. It has Eva in the corner too. And what's suspicious to me is that Eva doesn't have a face, which in the dream that Emil was having, sometimes it wouldn't have a face. It would just be, they couldn't tell who it was. So I'm wondering if that's any symbology to that. Okay, so the last one is Awake with Jin. Is he awoken when he learns about Abraxas? We open up with Jin with an apple of Mother Eve, possibly. immediately. He didn't bite the apple though, like Jimin. He does follow the apple though when it leads to a brand new room. So he is not biting into temptation, but he is curious about where it could take him. So there's a lot of fire imagery in here too. He lights the petals on fire to maybe see the boys' faces in the embers and ashes. I'm not sure. He sees a bird flying from the window. Is he seeing the bird that has been hatched into adulthood in some way? Jin looks into the mirror and touches it and it's water. And it makes me think of the last paragraph in the book where Emil looks in the dark house of his mind and into a mirror and sees himself. So when the door opens, you see this wallpaper, and that wallpaper symbol, bitch, Abraxas symbol. Hidden. In the hallway is a picture of the bird that JK mailed to RM and is now bigger and hanging in Jin's house. Does it mean something that he walks away from the bird? So, and then we see the Polaroids developing at the end, which is kind of a symbol, I think, into the book of how Emil takes a while to develop the face in his dream of who it is when he finds out that it actually is Mother Eve the whole time, which I think is a little creepy, but like whatever, I guess. I still imagine Emil at that point is like 7 years old, but I know he was older. Anyway, this is literally just a couple of the notes I had. I cannot believe I spent literally 20 minutes talking about that. Read this book. I'll have these notes up eventually. I'm caught up and I'm ready to take some notes. So let's go through and watch. I can't believe it's happened already. Let's go ahead and watch the Blood, Sweat, and Tears music video. Okay, so okay, museum. Oh no, not Blante. DeBlante? Why are you riding a bike in a museum? Hobie, look how sophisticated. Oh. Check out that outfit. Oh, this is all a new generation. Oh my god. Oh no. I don't feel safe. Is this Abraxas? You never know. Wow. Wow. Oh. Oh my god. I don't even care about the storyline right now. I forget that this is actually a music video, and what in the development, like what in the budget, what in the, oh my god. This is the beautiful. This storyline. I just want to watch this. Better swing. I wonder what the choreo is. Oh, wow. These sets are not okay. Abraxas. Oh. You better get it, homie. Wait, I love it. Everything is so royal and regal. Sophisticated, I guess. 꽉지고나 흔들어줘 내가 정신 못 차리게 Look at that waist. That waist. Oh! Demian, your shirt down. Wait, look how easily it just popped back on though. He slid back into his sleeve. That doesn't make sense. No! Money, money, money! Wait, this is so cool! Does this mean anything? Does Kate always have those colored eyes? Oh, you perfect egg, huh? The red.
He too was a tempter. He too was a link to the second. The evil world with which I no longer wanted to have anything to do.
That's from the book. Where? This is how they about to get me, huh? I was like, how any of this has to play into it? Oh my god. Shit, I'm getting chills right now. Are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? First love. We're coming, don't worry. Wait, but Jenny has to come, I guess. Some don't feel right to Jenny. Oh god. Look at it mean. Abraxas, he grew his wings, bitch. Oh, that's cute. Abraxas, you cute. Wipe his tears. Hey, Joseph. You can't just go back to this fun beat. They're not okay for this. Oh, the fissures. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Okay, listen. Y'all so mean. Y'all thought that I was about to watch this entire thing and not take notes and stuff. Like, I could not. The art of that was on another level that I have never seen. This is what I have. This is what I wrote. First watch. Okay, I don't know what just happened, but we are about to watch that again and take notes. This is the first time the storyline has gotten me to where I couldn't move. I couldn't take notes and I couldn't move. But we're gonna watch it all again. So, hope you enjoy this very obnoxious and unnecessary long video that I'm doing. Okay. All right, so I don't know about the statues and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna write here, museum, question mark, statues, question mark, look into them. Oh, the green book. Does that matter? Dune reading green book? I love those little binoculars. All right, what is the painting that Jen is looking at? Look at that one behind him. The one that was like ripping the devil head off. Conquering evil. I feel like this has to do something with something. Right? I mean, of course, something with something is obvious. Look how beautiful. Like, oh, this is the moment I draw my pencil. I was like, no. Oh, all the painting. What was in JK's hand? A freaking lollipop. How are you gonna be dangling upside down with a lollipop in your hand? JK Lolly. I wanna see you pop that body. RM reference? Question mark? It literally looks like a kid that the mom was like, all right, go ahead and play on the swing set. Mom's gonna make a call real quick. And they went play on the swing set and fell asleep with the sucker in their hand. Okay, sorry, I just had to say it. That shirt, okay, so the outfit that Suga's wearing right here, like, first off, but then RM comes in, he's like the commander-in-chief with that thing on too, and I'm like, I just want to write that down, but I know it's not. Maybe it's up to time. War, they go off to war. Oh, spoiler, in the end of the book, Demian ends up having to go off to war. He prophesizes all of the destruction that's going to happen, but we didn't know this, but deep down always, Demian was part of the army to try to fit in to normal times so people wouldn't, whatever. Look at him weird, so maybe that's what it is. I'm gonna just write that. They all look so good. I feel like in that picture back there, there's a bunch of pictures of like mothers and sons, but then also the one on like the little countertop. Is that the one? Is that Eva? Pictures in BG. Eva 2. It looks like somebody's holding. I know it's not exactly it, but it just reminds me of that. The deer heads, nothing. Alright, so then they burn the bird pig. So this is when we start seeing the symbolism. What is that though? The green poison? Look at all these paintings though. I really wish I was an art historian at the moment. I have no idea what any of these are. What is he drinking? Is there something in the book where he drinks something? 146 RM drinks like in the Wings short films. I know he burns shit and drinks it. Or is this meaning he's one of the alcoholics? Is that maybe what it is? Whenever Emil went through his little phase where he first moved off to school and he started getting drunk with the little boy that he saw in the park, and then ended up becoming a drunkard. And Demian was like, "Bitch, what are you doing? Stop that! I don't want my boo." No, I'm just kidding. Help! What is the archer? 155. Hobie is an archer? I'm gonna have to go and like look up references. There's no way I'm supposed to know what all these statues are. So we have sheets and candle wax. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I wonder if that means anything. When JK tastes finger, that was a taste of the world of the common, of the people that only follow the traditional path, what they were saying in the book. You know what I mean? Those shoes, Hobie. Alright, so then dinner. What is this dinner tea party thing? Oh my god, wait. Okay, so Jen is at the head of the table, and it feels like it's set up the same way it was in Awake. So that's why he goes back to that table again in Awake, before he goes and sees Abraxas. So much more color, and this is what gets me so much, is that in the book it vividly states, let me go find this quote. Let me see if I can find it. It says in chapter 7, Mother Eve, on my version's book, it says, page 170 something, the loss of glistening colors was inevitably connected with the loss of childish vision. Is that why Wing's color scheme is black and white? That's what I wrote there, but it's the loss of colors inevitably connected with the loss of childish vision. But in this thing, they throw color around like it's crazy, like they still have all these child visions. Maybe that's what they're trying to say. They're not ready to grow up yet. I don't know. That's what the one thing that confused me is that Demian in the book, it said color represents childhood, where lack of color is adulthood, but they be throwing around colors in here like crazy. All right, we'll get back. Okay, so that's RM and JK in a room. Why did I not notice that at first? Okay, at 3:01, RM and JK in room. Lollipops. So he probably gets his habit from friend RM. You know, it's a tragedy in our country these days with children starting lollipopping early. Smoke in the room. It's all these pictures that are laid around too. So then we have Suga and Jimin here though. I don't know why. They're not supposed to be together. Sugi and Min. Oh, apple blindfold. So does the apple represent temptation? And the blindfold is the blindfold they could put on to ignore things of the future. So the whole thing about Abraxas is that people be afraid of embracing a god that encompasses both good and evil. But to me, maybe that's what that blindfold represents, is those people that just want to stick with the normal life. Money. All right, 320 Tay jumpies. But this time he has a smile on his face and really nice eyes and hair, and I'm just like, maybe I'll follow. You know, if they say like if you jump off a bridge, let your friends follow or whatever. Yeah. Purple. Okay. Was that a new? What was hanging right here? I can't tell. Why is JK floating? Oh, he's floating in feathers though, bitch. That means something, bitch. 336 feathers. Alright, so at 3:48, RM thinks he's real cool. He got his jewel. Vaping. No, I'm just kidding. Smoke from RM mouth. And then Jimin blindfolded. See, what gets me though is in Lie, to me, Jimin feels like the one that is using Abraxas as an evil, to do evil. I don't know. Because that smile that he was giving me, the way he ate the apple and everything, he was like, and I'm just like, fishy, fishy. A fishy, fishy, fishy. Oh, he's tied up too. Like a dog. Alright. Red background with balloon. And this is at 4:04. The storyline breakdown begins.
He too was a tempter. He too was a link to the second. The evil world with which I no longer wanted to have anything to do.
Who is he though? Is it Jin? Jin is the good one. And see, this makes me think that 425 Suga is Pistorius. What is he playing? So since Tay was trying to tear off the Abraxas word back in the short films, and then also Jin turns around and sees this statue has grown wings and Tay tries to cover his eyes to hide it. So is Tay the one that's trying to block the people from entering into the world of Abraxas, of good and evil meeting each other? He don't like it. He obviously is a anti-Abraxas. All these antis around here, I can't handle it. Kiss it. And that's Tay So I wrote here that Tay, the blanket is lifted off of him. Is this the revealing of him being the bad guy, maybe? Or that it shows that his wings have been cut off. So is he trying to make sure everybody else's wings cut off so they can't fly high to see Abraxas? Something about Tay is a little fishy. Like I was scared of him, then I felt bad for him, and now I was sad for him, and now I feel a little sus. No. Colorful water. So, okay, we have colorful water, statues, cry in color. Demian takes off blindfold and has green tears. Like the painting. But they all have it, so man must... Oh... Chaos in Hab. Man must nosh chaos in sich haben. Meaning, stern. Definitely Latin or something. Can we just dance and not kill each other, please? So Jin sees flower in mirror and crumbles. So in this one, maybe to me, Jin is Emil. Emil is so scared of having both worlds. He don't like the outside world, he wants the new world, but once that outside world is exposed to him, all the fissures in the good world start to break and start to happen. So maybe that is Jin realizing that this world sucks. Yeah, I don't know. I thought this video was gonna be about 15-20 minutes. I'm sorry I talked so much, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Like always, I'm gonna go back and rewatch. I just want y'all to know when I watch something on here and I miss things, it's just the first watch. That's what I should always say. It's just the first watch. I can't catch everything the first time, but I do go back, I do my due diligence, and I try. Even reading this book over here, all right? I love y'all. I hope that you enjoyed. Have a good weekend, week, year, month, whatever. Just don't let Abraxas get you unless he's supposed to, then. Come on, baby. I'm gonna see y'all later. Bye. I would love to know them by name. So,